Got another heat warning, so I'll continue right here. Here we go. So forehead to knee, we're continuously kicking the heel forward with the foot flex back, and then bend your elbows down. When your elbows go below your calf muscle, you tuck your chin to your chest. Touch your forehead to your knee. For 3. Standing bow in 2. 1. On 1. Kick the left leg back. Grab your ankle, bring your knees together, reach your right arm up. Inhale, open your chest, lift your chin up. Exhale, kick. Find a push and pull, so kicking and stretching, reaching your arm and foot in the opposite direction, finding the space between your shoulders. Drop your chest, get your back bend, reach, kick. 3, 2, 1. Change. Bring your feet together and arms down. All right, standing bow pulling pose all by itself. So bring the weight to the left leg, bend your right elbow to your side, grab your ankle, and bring your knees together. Left arm up toward the ceiling, breathe in, lift your chin. Exhale, kick. Slide the left shoulder forward. Kick so the right shoulder gets pulled back. Reach. Kick. Reach. Kick. And change. Feet together. All right, I heard a beep. I think we're still okay. Okay, left side. Grab your ankle. Right arm up. Bring your knees together. Inhale. Exhale, kick. Pull your right shoulder forward. Allow the left shoulder to be pulled back. Open your chest. Find a twist in your spine. Continue to kick. Then reach. Whoa, stretch forward, kick. Find your edge. Fall out, kick. 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 Then change. Bring your feet together and arms release down. Inhale to mountain pose, reach up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to high plank pose. Plant your hands and step your feet back. High plank pose is just a preparation for downward facing dog. You can come to your knees or stay on the toes, but press your hands firmly into the mat. Look between your thumbs, contract your thighs, drop your hips down. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Send your hips up and your heels down. Pedal out your feet. First downward dog with clasps. Find a little movement. Walk your feet a little forward. Walk your feet a little back. Then plant the heels down. Press your chest back toward the legs. Look between your knees. Slow breath in. And exhale out. Triangle flow. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Bring your foot up in between your hands. Bring the knee on top of the ankle. And inhale, warrior 2. Pivot your back heel down and reach your right arm forward and left arm back. Bounce down a couple of times. Then adjust the right foot as needed so the knee is still stacked on your ankle. Stretch your arms apart strong. Tighten your left thigh and your left butt cheek. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, right arm down, left arm up, hot style triangle pose. So notice the spine is straight diagonally. So if you look like rounding, like it'll come up. Get that straight spine from the heel to the crown of the head, but you're working your fingertips down to touch between your big and second toe. You can press your right elbow back against your knee to twist and look up toward the ceiling. Keep your right knee bent. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach your arm up and left arm down. Half bind or stretch your left fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to star pose, arms up, heels in and toes out. Exhale, horse pose. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your heart. Draw your shoulders back and down. Tighten up your inner thighs, activating the inner thighs. Tuck your tailbone slightly under, and we'll flow. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. Inhale, stop. Exhale, horse. Inhale to stop. Exhale, horse. Last time, stop. Arms to a T. Pivot your toes in. Cross the reach out, open up your chest. Lift your chin. Exhale, fold. Standing separated legs, stretching pose. So you can reach around and grab your feet, your heels, maybe the back of your ankles or calves. Or maybe your hands can come in front of you, but make sure your spine is flat. So you might be here. You might be here. Flat back, flat legs, straight legs. If you can bend them too. We're working to stretch the entire backside, legs, hip, and spine. So if you're folded in half with your legs straight, you want to add a little oomph and pull to get the stretch through the spine, to get your forehead to touch the floor between your feet. Lift your hips to the ceiling, roll the weight forward to the ball of your feet, pull one last time, then change, release your grip. Arms come to a T. Rise up with a flat back. Breathe in. Arms up overhead, palms touch, thumbs cross. Pivot on your heels to face the front of the room. Bring your heels in the same lines, so they're kind of close, width-wise. Reach your arms up, left hip forward, inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin to your chest and curl for standing separated like forehead to knee. Trying to get your forehead and knee to connect. So I'll move back here so you can see. Arms by the ears. Chin is tucked. Forehead is pressing to your knee. You can widen your stance, but your belly is stuck up and in. You want to cramp in your stomach, your throat, your chest. You can use your fingertips against the floor. Press your forehead to your knee and try to lock it out. Hands back in prayer, thumbs crossed. Uncurl. Step vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up till your chin lifts last. Release your hands behind your back. Chest expansion, squeeze your palms, lift your chin up, breathe in. Exhale, topple your tree, right foot steps forward, point your left toes, teeter-totter, chest down, leg up. Send your fist over the top of your head, send your left leg straight up to the ceiling, pull your hands, release, standing splits. Walk your hands back to your standing leg. You can capture the back of your ankle with one or both hands. Bring the weight forward just a little bit. Lift that left leg higher for 3. Low lunge in 2. 1. Plant your hands, step back. Inhale, sweep your right leg high. Exhale, down dog. Breath in and out. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, low lunge, slide your foot up. Inhale, warrior two. Pivot your heel down, open your chest, stretch your arms apart. Adjust the left foot a little forward so the knee is stacked on your ankle. Tighten your elbows and sit down a little deeper. Right thigh tight, right butt cheek engaged. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up, triangle pose. Hot style triangle, the knee is bent. You're using your elbow against the knee to twist. Also can place the elbow on the knee. Use your obliques, find your twist. Tighten your right thigh, maybe gaze to the ceiling. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale, reverse warrior. Lift your chest. Reach your left arm up. Open your shoulders, stretch your heart. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse. Inhale, star again. Exhale, horse. Place your hands to your thighs. And we'll do this facing you. We'll take shoulder dips. Breathe in. And exhale, dip your shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, dip the other shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Back to center. Hands palms to your heart. Take a balance challenge if you like. Heels up. Now you can tick-tock heels. You can lift one at a time. You can keep your heels up. You can set them back down. This is all for you. You hold and breathe for 5. Back to star pose in 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale to star. Exhale, arms to a T. Pivot your toes in. Chest expansion and release your hands. Inhale, lift your chin and chest. And exhale, fold. Fold in half. Belly between thighs. Chest between the knees. Forehead extending toward the floor. You can keep your chest expansion or release it. Bring the weight a little forward. Relax your neck and shoulders. Shake out your head. Keep your chest expansion or release. Arms to a T, rise up. And at the top, arms overhead, palms touch, cross thumbs. And pivot. So the left foot is forward, right foot is turned in. Breathe in, bring your right hip more forward. Exhale, standing separate leg, forehead to knee. Tuck your chin, curl your whole spine, stretching on the back. And compressing on the front. I got a front and my throat, of course. Forehead to your knee. Try to lock it. Hands to floor. Press your forehead to your knee one more time. Lock it up. And change. Uncurl. Arms by your ears. Uncurl your spine. Lift your chin last. Release your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Open your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, toppling tree. Step forward on your left foot. Point your right toes. Teeter totter. Chest down, leg up. Chest down, leg up. Find that balance. When you lose it, release your hands down to the floor. Walk your hands back to your standing leg and lift your right toes up. Option to grab the back of your ankle. One or both hands for 3. Low lunge in 2. 1. Plant your hands. Step back. Inhale, lift your left leg high, sweep it up. Exhale, down dog. Slow breath in. Exhale out. We flow that nice and quick. 1 breath, 1 movement. Inhale, reach high, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your foot up. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, sweep the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, Trikonasana. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look forward. And step to the top of your mat. Feet on the outside edges of your mat for yogi squat. So yogi squat is best if you have a block to sit on, if you have tight knees. So yogi squat is hands at your heart center. You can support yourself with your hands to the floor. Just squatting down, finding release for your hips. Try to draw your shoulders back and your hands to your heart. And you might be able to sit right here. Like to take a balance challenge, Moving into an arm balance. Hands can come to the floor. Flying frog. Your elbows and knees are already connected. Keep them connected. Bend your elbows. Look forward. And practice pressing your knees against the back of your arms. And lift one foot up at a time. Someday both feet. Flying frog is an option, and so is crow pose. Crow pose, hands are closer together. Knees go to the back of the arms. Elbows bend. And then when your feet lift, you bring your toes to touch and heels up to your hips. And looking forward so you don't fall forward. All right, and when you're finished, return back to yogi squat. Your feet on the floor, hands at your heart. And yogi squats, change hands to the floor, lift your hips. Bring your feet together to touch. Put a bend in your knees and rise up to stand. And then at the top, inhale, shoulder roll. Exhale, side out. Tree pose, and tree pose with toe stand. So tree pose, you bend your right knee up. We'll start on the right side first. So grab the foot and bring it high up into your hip crease. So the outside edge of your foot is in the hip crease and the sole of your foot is facing the ceiling. You're holding your foot from behind with your left hand. Bring your hand to your heart center and drop your right knee down and back. Stand tall. Another option is vinyasa style, trees. Vinyasa, tree pose, foot on the inside of your standing leg, hands to heart. Anywhere except the knee. You can be down here. Foot kickstanded on the floor. Knee out wide, hips forward, shoulders back. Standing tall. Tree pose. Rounding down through the floor. The foot stacking the hips on top of the ankle. And one or both hands can come to your heart. And trees change. Other side. Return your right foot to the floor and bend your left knee out. At the outside edge of your foot, bring it high into your hip crease. Let the sole of your foot face the ceiling, or vinyasa tree. Foot on the inside of your standing leg. Hands at heart. One or both. Again, hips forward. Left knee back. Space here. You can tighten up your butt. Get the spine long, feeling the stretch through your hips and the extension through your spine up to the ceiling, grounding down through your standing foot. Then trees change. Left knee up, feet together, and arms down. All right, we'll flow to the floor, taking some core work. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, back to mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, tuck and curl. Have a seat on the floor. And right away we move into core work. So grab the back of your thighs. Roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. So your spine is flat on the floor. And then bend your knees. Have the knees stacked on top of your hips. Flex your feet. Interlace your hands behind your head. Keep your elbows nice and wide. Tuck your tailbone under so the lower spine is on the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Lift. Elbows stay wide. Lift. Chin is off your chest. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Lift your chin toward the ceiling. Lift and lower. Activate your feet. Squeeze your tummy for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Bring the soles of your feet together. Then drop your feet down. You can keep them hovering off the floor or let them rest on the mat. Tuck your tailbone under again. Get that lower spine imprinted on the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, lift, lower. Squeeze and lower. Lift, lower. Squeeze your feet together. Activate your inner thighs. Lift, lower. Squeeze that belly, lower. And lift, lower. Hold here at the top in 8, 7, last 6, 5. Stay strong. Just 3, last 2, and hold high. Right there, tiny pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Squeeze your feet. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees together, soles of the feet to the floor. Keep your feet planted on the floor. You can have your hands interlaced behind your head, or left arm can straighten and twist. Center, twist, center, twist, center. Get your shoulder off the floor. Use your obliques. Twist, lift, exhale, exhale, and twist. Last singles in 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse to the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Back to singles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Last 3, 2, 1. Release. Send your legs out. Reach your arms overhead. Take a long stretch. Breathe in. Open mouth. Exhale. Stretch again. Breathe. Open mouth. Exhale. Bend your knees and bring them up to your chest. Grab the back of your thighs, rock side to side. Flatten your spine to the mat. Then we'll shift that rocking and rolling to rolling and rocking forward and back the length of your spine. So gain some momentum. Take it forward and back. Forward and back. Follow your third time through. Cross your ankles. Plant your hands. Take a step back into downward facing dog. Moving into half pigeon pose. If you already know that you're going to take this on your back, please just lie down on your back, stay where you were. And you can take figure 4 with your legs. Half pigeon, so you lift your right leg high. And bring the right knee to your right wrist. Lower your hips down and extend your left leg straight back. Make sure the top of your left foot is on the floor. Rock your hands back, lift your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Lay your full body on top of the right thigh and shin. You can have your heel in close to your groin, or you can have it out for more of a stretch for the outside of your right hip. And once you're forward, relax all the muscles in your shoulders, your face, so you can stack your hands. Use them as a support. Okay, so if you're in the supine version, you're on your back in figure 4. So the ankle crosses above the knee. You can stay here if you already feel this stretching, or you can take it deeper. Bring hands behind the thigh. From here, you can take it even deeper. You can take it even deeper. So find what works for you. Continually stretching the outside of the right hip. And if you're in pigeon pose, and you'd like to take a quadricep stretch, now is the time to walk your hands back up. You bend your back knee, grab for your foot with your hand, and bring your heel towards your hip. The Now slowly exit the posture. If you're forward, walk your hands back. Inhale. Exhale, down dog, flip your toes under. Send your right foot back. Pedal out your feet. Bring circulation back to the right leg. If you're on your backs, it's time to switch out your legs. From downward dog, lift your left leg high. And left knee to left wrist. Lower your hips down, extend the right leg straight back and point your toes. Walk your hands back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Release your head, your shoulders. Soften everything so you can stretch effectively. So use your breath. Slow breath in and slow breath out. Get ready for a quadricep stretch. Begin to walk your hands back. And bend your right knee, grab your foot. Bring your heel to your hip. Then extend your right leg back again. If you're still lying forward, walk your hands back up. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward dog, flip your toes. Then send your left foot back, pedaling it out. Pedal out your heels, your feet. We'll move into our spine strengthening postures. So inhale, shift forward to a high plank position. If you're on your backs, let's just flip around and meet me on your stomachs. Pin your elbows and lower your whole body down to the floor for Bhujangasana Cobra. Cobra pose, if your legs tight, bring your elbows in, palms right underneath your shoulders. Fingers are tightly squeezed together. Point your elbows straight up to the ceiling and bring your chin forward. Tighten up your thighs, butt, legs. Inhale, lift up. Using your spine strength. So all of your spine strength right here. Hardly any weight in your hands. They're just on the floor for support. Draw your elbows in tight. Then press your elbows down to the hips to lift. The gaze is forward or a little up. Lift up, tighten your thighs. Lift up a little bit higher. Hold it at your highest point for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, look to the right. Release your arms down by your sides. Toes together, heels flap open. Feel your belly rise and fall with your breath. Belly down, Shavasana. Release. And chin forward on the floor for locust pose. Flip your palms to face the mat. Then slide your arms all the way underneath you so they're invisible. You're lying down on your arms and your palms are on the floor. Your pinkies might overlap or touch. Spread out your fingers nice and wide. Then relax your left leg. Tighten up your right leg, point your toes, and lift your right leg up. Straighten your right leg. Press your right hip bone into your forearm. Get the leg tighter and straighter, then lift it up higher. You're working to get it about 45 degrees or higher. So lift, no help from the left leg, lift, change. Lower your right leg down, relax it. Tighten up your left leg, point your toes, and lift. Squeeze your thigh tight, butt tight. Press your hip bone into your forearm. Lift your leg a little bit higher. Hold it at your highest point. And change. Lower that leg down, relax it. We'll lift both legs. First tuck your chin. Lips on the mat. Adjust your arms a little deeper. Zipper your legs up. So tight. Squeeze them. Breathe in. Exhale, lift both legs. Roll the weight forward. Bring the weight to your shoulders. Press your fingertips into the mat. Get your thighs up. Lift them up. Hold them higher. Change. Lower your legs down. Release your arms out. Look to the left, right on the mat. Slow down your breath. Keep your eyes open. Fully rest. Chin forward on the floor. Full locust pose. Reach your arms out like wings. Zipper your legs up so tight together you can feel them ignite. Inhale. Lift everything up off the floor. Straight arms and legs. Flying through the air. Just your hip bones someday will be left on the floor. Lift your chest. Send your toes to the back of the room. Send your arms to the outsides of the room. Lift, lift, lift. Change. Lower. Look to the right. Arms release down. And breathe. Fully rest. Relax. Chin forward on the floor for bow pose. Last one. Spine strengthening. Bend your knees. Reach back and grab your feet. Your outside of your feet like hooks. Your hands hook around the top of your feet. Chin is forward on the floor. Bring your knees closer together. Inhale. Hold on tight. And exhale. Kick. The kick pulls your chest up. Then squeeze your shoulder blades together. So the whole spine is working to create an arch. You're using your kick to increase the arch and get your toes up to the ceiling. So kick up and look up. Go up. More up. Higher kick, higher kick, higher kick, higher. Hold it. Change. Lower down and look to the left. Release your arms by your sides. Toes touch. Heels flop open. Belly breath, in and out. And chin forward on the floor. Place your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself up to tabletop or reverse push-up all the way. And then bring your knees up to the top of your mat. Fixed firm pose. Sitting down on your knees, separate your knees. Drop your hips in between your heels to stretch the tops of the thighs, tops of your feet. Place your hands to your feet, and maybe your sit bones will touch the floor. If they do, you can lower down to your elbows, but if you're all the way up here, I'd like you just to work on the stretch. Nice to use a block sometimes, or a pillow. Place it underneath you so that you can rest. If your hips are on the floor, you place your hands to your feet, and you lower back one elbow at a time. Reclining back to deepen the stretch. Once your elbows are on the floor, drop your head back till the crown of your head touches the floor. Then tuck your chin back of your head, shoulders to the floor. Continue to keep your knees pressing to the mat. Reach your arms overhead, grab elbows, then lift your rib cage up to the ceiling to keep your hips on the floor. Come out the same way you went in, hands to feet. Elbows into the mat, rising up. And at the top, walk your hands forward, step your feet back, and pedal out your feet, so bringing circulation right back to the legs. And then drop to your knees at the back of the mat for half tortoise pose. Sitting down on your heels, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch, cross thumbs. Straight elbows, biceps, squeeze your head, and fold forward with a flat back. Come all the way down, forehead to the floor, pinky edges of the fingers to the floor. Your hips might be off your heels, and that's okay. As long as your forehead is touching the floor and your pinkies are touching the floor, then you're good. You can have hands on the floor as well, with palms down. Squeeze your palms together, sit your hips way back to your heels. You can change. Rising back up, same way that you went in, and release your arms down by your sides. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Stand up, knees 6 inches apart. Feet are 6 inches apart. Place your hands to your hips. Squeeze your elbows close. Drop your head back. Lift your chest to the ceiling and trace your gaze back to the wall. Once you're back halfway, press your hips forward. Tighten your butt. Then release one hand at a time to your heels. Continue to press your hips forward though. You want your hands to grip the heels. And drop your head way back. Open your chest, rib cage, and the front of your thighs and hip flexors. And change. Hands to hips. Rise up. And bring your hips to your heels. And breathe. All right, Sasana Rabbit pose is the counter stretch to that. I want to make sure you have a dry grip. I like to move to the back of my mat so I can put my towel over my heels. Then have a dry grip on my heels. Tuck your chin to your chest. Right away, pull on your heels. As you round, you're pulling to bring your forehead to touch your knees and the crown of your head to touch the floor. Once you have that connection, then you can begin to move deeper by lifting your hips up. Continue to pull on your heels and try to draw your heels together. Pull, pull, pull. Walk your knees forward if they separated from your forehead. Pull, pull, pull. And change. Hips back down, uncurl. And lift your chin last. Put the towel out from underneath you and release your right leg forward. Left knee bends in for seated. Forehead to knee with stretching pose. So Janu Shavasana. Right leg extends, left leg bends. Sole the foot on your inner right side. Arms interlace overhead. Base your right leg. Round down. Bend your knee. Forehead to your knee. Interlace your fingers underneath the ball of your foot. Get your forehead to knee. Keep it. Then slide the heel forward. Keep your forehead to your knee. The knee might straighten all the way, and if it does, flex the foot so hard the heel lifts up with your forehead on your knee. Left shoulder down. Left elbow down. Hold. Change. Come back up. Other side. Left leg out, right leg in. All right, turn to face your left leg, bend your knee. Tuck your chin, forehead to your knee. Interlace your hands under the ball of your foot. Then slide that heel forward. Round your spine. Tuck your elbows in. Heel lifts up off the floor if your leg is straight. Round your spine, suck your belly in. Change. Come back up. And this time extend both legs forward. Here's your stretch for your hamstring. Bend forward, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Walk your sits bones back so you can get your legs as straight as they will go. Once they're as straight as they go, get a long spine. Sternum toward the toes, face and nose toward the toes, and bend your elbows out to the side. Flatten your body over your legs. Feel that whole body stretch on the back side for one last time. Pull. Pull. And pull. Change, release. All right, lie down on your back so you can grab the backs of your thighs, tuck your tailbone under, and then roll down, or reach your arms up and use your core strength. And lower down one vertebra at a time. Palms down on the floor, extend your legs up towards the ceiling, legs up the wall. You can stay here or move into plow pose. Plow pose, plant your hands. Send your hips over the top of your head, toes to touch the floor. Then bring the weight to your shoulders again. Walk them underneath you. You keep your toes on the floor, point your toes, bend your elbows, bring your hands to your waist, fingertips pointing to the ceiling. Move into a shoulder stand when and if you're ready. When you're in shoulder stand, your heels move away from you, hips move toward you. And stack your body straight from the side. In shoulder stance, bring your knees down to your forehead. Separate your knees, your pinning pose. Grab your feet, tuck in tight. And then slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Widen your knees. Happy baby pose. Happy baby hands can be on your inner thighs. Hands can be on your shins. Hands can be on the bottom of the feet. Press your feet to hands, hands to feet. Flatten your back, your shoulders, your tailbone, the whole backside body flatten to the floor. You can rock a little bit. Wind removing pose. Bend your right knee in, extend your left leg straight, and give your right knee a squeeze. Pull it up towards your shoulder. Take a breath in. Exhale, spine twist. Right arm extends to the right, and left leg slides across the body. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. Find your twist as you find your breath. Slow and easy, top to bottom. Every vertebra twisting, twisting, twisting. And release, knee back to center. Bring the left knee up. Give both knees a squeeze and extend the right leg down. Interlace your fingers on the left shin, wind removing, hold. Squeeze your knee up to touch the left shoulder. Compress the lower abdomen and your hip, cutting off the circulation. Breathe in, squeeze tighter. Exhale, spine twist. Extend your left arm out and guide your knee across. Lengthen your spine as you inhale. Deepen the twist as you exhale. And guide your knee back to center. Bring both knees up into your chest again. Full wind removing pose. Wrap your arms over the top of your knees. And then flatten your whole back to the floor. Try to get the nape of your neck down on the mat. The base of your skull down on the mat. Then your tailbone down on the mat. Every single piece of your spine is flat. And give your thighs a squeeze into your belly. Make yourself as compact as possible. Then breathe in. Exhale, Shavasana. Extend your arms down and legs down and rest.